Francis, why don't you tell us a few things about yourself?
Okay, I will. There's three things, quite interesting things, I think, that readers don't know about me. In fact, probably quite a few people don't. I was in New York at 9/11, and I got out of New York on the Brooklyn Bridge on a coach and went to Boston. An unforgettable experience that stayed with me. I've also been in a casino in Monte Carlo. I didn't gamble. My sister lived in the south of France. The third thing is that I learnt to dive one summer in Greece. That was despite a childhood fear of underwater. I don't really believe, or maybe I do now, that I'm a writer. It's taken me some time. My profession was psychology and social work, and I didn't see myself as a writer. I loved poetry as a child, and I just loved the whole thing of writing, but I didn't write short stories till I was in my 20s as a young mum. I actually had a short story shortlisted in a women's competition, which I was very proud about. I wanted to be a nurse as a child, which is interesting because in my novel the main character is a nurse. So there we go. What I like doing when I'm not writing is swimming, walking, and yoga. Island life, Greek island life, gives me everything I want every day. My first book I published was in Rhodes, and it was about two families who had cafes and restaurants over 4 decades. This was published in 2016. What I would say to the would-be writer is to keep going and believe in yourself. Maybe I didn't always do that. I now have written, since I've retired, fully retired, 2 short novels, a collection of short stories, and I turned the short story written all those years ago when I was a young mum into a stage play with the help of someone that was involved in theatre. I have now just finished a book about women that I began researching in 2020. The Mad Hatter's Tea Party took me 4 years to write, because when I came to Rhodes, I changed it and put men in it, who were very important characters in the book. I believe a good story, or one that inspires people to read it, is it has to catch the imagination or the eye of the person so they want to know more. Mad Hatter's Tea Party is a book that I wanted as a training book initially, to help nurses, police, teachers to understand mental health. But Pegasus decided to put it as general readership. I believe that was a very wise decision now, especially perhaps now at this time in history.